When you're checking out an XM42 modular flamethrower, the best place to be is behind it. Each burst is a burning ray shooting out 30 feet into space. That's 10 solid yards of flamage. Push that button and you feel a primeval surge of power. You are, in that moment, that instant, the
God of Fire.
The surprising thing is that once you shoot one of these things, you understand why. It just gives you a feeling of like awe, basically. It seems, oh, it's a flamethrower, you know, who wants to shoot flame? And then you do it, and you're like, okay, I want to do that again. I think it's just that kind of living on the edge, being a little wild, you know, having something that makes other people shocked more than anything.
The Ion Productions team makes the XM42 modular flamethrower in Apache Junction.
So basically, what you see here, the mass of it, is just a high-performance fuel pump that's powered by a lithium polymer battery, which is stored inside of here. This is the reservoir for your fuel, and then on the very front, there's a butane torch. That's your ignition source. So without the butane torch on, which accepts one of these canisters that you can just buy at your local sporting goods store, Walmart, whatever. They're about $5 a piece. You screw it onto the front, you ignite that, and then you turn your unit on, and there's a button right here we call the momentary switch, and basically it shoots the fuel through the ignition flame of the propane torch, and that's how it works.
Fuel for the flame comes from gas, a mixture of gas and diesel, or ethanol. The smaller tank gives you 30 seconds of flame. A larger one goes for a minute. An especially designed backpack canister is good for 3.5 minutes of non-stop flamage. The company says the XM42 modular can come in handy in the real world.
It does have utility purpose for a lot of people. There are people that clear their driveway of ice and snow. There are people that live in rural communities that do backburns on their agricultural property. It clears their land a lot quicker so they can be ready to plant again. There's also visual effects companies that use it for video productions, whether it's commercials, music videos. We've even had people use them for track prep for drag racing to heat the strip before they take off.
How about for crowd control?
Crowd control, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, just thinking of ideas for you. Toasting marshmallows.
I wouldn't eat them, that's for sure.
What does one of these cost? The list price, $10.99, but you can get them online at xm42.com for $8.99. Of course, with a flamethrower this good, you wonder what could happen if it fell into the hands of a bad person.
Do you ever feel like you could enable an arsonist with one of these?
Sure. I mean, just the same way that a can of hairspray and a lighter could, you know. Above anything else, it's just a tool. If you use it wrong, yeah, people could get hurt. You know, people could do bad things with it. You know, you could chop somebody's arm off with a skill saw. But everybody has a skill saw. I think there was a
movie made about that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But if you use it properly, there's something about shooting out a fearsome bolt of flame that never gets old.
I think it's just that kind of living on the edge, being a little wild, you know, having something that makes other people shocked more than anything.
Steve Kraft, Fox 10 News.